He murdered over 100 people, but claimed they all deserved it. Some called him a monster, others a vigilante hero. This is Pedro Rodrigues Filho, one of the deadliest prisoners the world has ever known. Born in Brazil in 1954, Pedro Rodrigues Filho grew up surrounded by violence. Even before he was born, he suffered trauma. A blow to his mother's stomach during pregnancy left Pedro with a damaged skull. By the age of 14, Pedro committed his first murder, shooting his own town's vice mayor. The reason? The politician had fired Pedro's father for allegedly stealing food from a school kitchen. Pedro claimed he wanted revenge, and he wasn't finished. Days later, he tracked down and killed the real thief, the man who'd framed his father. From that moment, Pedro's life spiraled into an obsession with eliminating criminals. He traveled to Sao Paulo and joined the underworld, working as a hitman for drug gangs, but killing other criminals on the side. He often left notes confessing to the killings, boasting he was cleaning up society. By his late teens and early 20s, Pedro claimed responsibility for dozens of murders. His targets weren't random. He specifically hunted drug dealers, rapists, thieves, and corrupt cops. He earned the nickname Pedrinho Matador, Little Pedro the Killer. His own father wasn't safe. When Pedro learned his father had murdered his mother with a machete, he tracked him down in prison and stabbed him 22 times. Pedro even cut out a piece of his father's heart and chewed it, though he later claimed he spit it out. In 1973, Pedro was finally arrested. While being transported in a police car, he was placed with 2 other criminals. When officers opened the door hours later, one of the men was dead. Even behind bars, Pedro kept killing. He murdered fellow inmates, especially those convicted of sexual assault. He once confessed to killing 47 inmates while in prison. Brazilian courts sentenced him to 126 years. But under Brazilian law, he couldn't serve more than 30 years in total. Pedro was released in 2007. Outside prison, he became a minor celebrity in Brazil, appearing on YouTube channels to discuss his crimes and warn young people away from violence. Yet, he was arrested again in 2011 for inciting riots and false imprisonment, but released soon after. Despite his violent past, he claimed he'd changed his ways. Pedro Rodrigues Filho died in March 2023, shot outside his home in Brazil at age 68. To this day, he remains one of the deadliest prisoners in world history, a man who murdered over 100 people and claimed he only killed those who deserved to die. His story still fuels debates. Was he a monster or a vigilante cleansing the streets? One man's justice can be another man's nightmare. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more real stories of the world's deadliest prisoners and the dark secrets behind their crimes.